Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2019. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I do need to change the sprite for Necrozma. There it is. Here's our shiny, super ultra shiny Necrozma. Okay, so this is the top 8 list that did well at Roanoke. Dalton did a lot, I believe is his last name. He's the author of this deck. He has been playing this deck, I believe, since NAIC to decent success. He made day 2 at NAIC, then he's made day 2 at a few regionals as well with this, and then top 8 at Roanoke. Renewing faith in the card that many of us had lost. So ULTRA NECROZMA GX 190 HP and Ultra Beast, and then Photon Geyser, you deal 20 damage plus 80 more for each basic psychic energy card you discard from the attack. Yeah, so one psychic energy discarded means 100 damage, 2 of them means 180, so that's a really high damage cap. And then Sky Scorching Light GX, you can only use this GX attack if the total of both players' remaining prize cards is 6 or less. And if it is, then you put 6 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. So a decent attack. Now that Elms is a thing, 60 HP basic Pokemon are a thing, so if someone forgets about this GX attack or is ill prepared for it, it could be a nice way to close out a game. If you had the promo Lele, that could also be useful as well, but Dalton did not run that. He did, however, run one Dawnwings Necrozma GX 180 HP and an Ultra Beast once again. And then its ability Invasion, once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. Direct Flash deals 120 damage, and the attack's damage isn't affected by resistance. And then Moon's Eclipse GX deals 180 damage. You can only use the GX attack if you are behind in prizes, and Dawnwings Necrozma becomes immediately immune to damage and effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. We have the one-off Giratina with the Distortion Door ability, where if Giratina is in the discard pile, once during your turn, you may put it back onto your bench and then place 1 damage counter on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It has some decent synergy with ULTRA NECROZMA because you don't need a choice band anymore to 1-kill 190 HP Pokemon if you place a damage counter on them, which is really nice against things like Buzzwole GX, Turtonator GX, Ho GX. What else has 190 HP that I'm forgetting? Banette GX, other 190 HP stuff, Lapras. Then we also have the Lunala Prism Star with its attack Full Moon Star, where for each of your opponents we're going to play, you may attach a Psychic Energy card from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. And the Psy Storm attack is pretty decent. You deal 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all Pokemon, both yours and your opponents. So how do we power up this Pokemon? We use Malamar's Psychic Recharge ability, where you may attach a Psychic Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon for each Malamar you have in play. Now, I will be honest and say that without B-String, I definitely feel like the 4-3 line is extremely thin, especially with only one stretcher, but it clearly worked out for Dalton. Now, supporters-wise, we have 4 Cynthia, 4 Lily, a single copy of Copycat, which is really cool inclusion, 3 Guzmas, and then 4 Acrobites, 4 Ultra Balls, 4 Mysterious Treasures to get those Psychics into a discard pile and to get going. Triple Choice Band to increase our damage output, a single Rescue Stretcher as I mentioned, and then we have the thing that I like the most about this deck is the triple switch. Yeah, switch is a great way to counteract mail, to counteract Zoro Control, all of the things that like opponents do to try and trap a Malamar in the active spot and then spread damage around. Switch immediately counteracts that, right? It's much more effective than the Skateboard right now because the Skateboard requires Malamar to have an energy. It can also be field lowered away. And then Altar of the Moon is also here to give retreat to any Pokemon that has a Psychic or Dark Energy attached. However, well, it's actually 2 retreat less, so technically free retreat to pretty much everything except Lunala and Giratina. However, the stadiums can be countered as well. So I really like the inclusion of the immediate switch in order to switch around stuff. Now we have the Beast Energy, we have 4 Metal Energy and 8 Psychic Energy rounding out the deck. So let's jump into a ladder and see what we can do with this deck. Collapsing Gravel, you still love Zero Control. I feel like my chat stopped working because I haven't seen a message from chat in a while. So I think my chat actually stopped working. Okay. So I would like to go first, thank you very much. We got a pretty decent start. The Copycat is a very meh supporter on turn 1. Especially going first, like if you go second and your opponent Lilies for 8, then it's potentially stronger. They also have 2 bench Pokemon, so Copycat is essentially a worse Cynthia here, although we can't run 5 Cynthia anyway, so... Okay, so we're up against some sort of Buzzwole Zork deck, right? So definitely attaching the Psychic here. Question is, do I bench the Lunala? I feel like I might have to use the Lunala at some point, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and Copycat. Dalton has repeatedly said that he thinks the deck runs terribly when he uses it online, and I believe we are seeing exactly that happening here. Okay. So yeah, not the greatest start. We do play 13 energy, but having 4 of them in our hand of a Copycat for 5, very disappointing, right? Very, very disappointing. Okay. So there's a Lele. If I had another Psychic in the discard pile, then at least Lunala could kind of threaten the Buzzwole. But not this way though. Definitely not this way. You're gonna see a Lele for the Elms. So interesting. Zorg plus Buzzwole. I assume Zorg Lycanroc with the Buzzwole tech. Not sure. What? A Cosmog? So it's Zorg Solgaleo Buzzwole? What? What in the world are we actually playing against? I assure you my opponent only runs 1 Buzzwole, and therefore he's gonna have... I mean, it's very fortunate that he gets that. Okay. So we're gonna lose the Inkay. Right? We are 100% going to lose the Inkay. Everyone only has 2 cards in his hand, but if he did Lele for the Elm, I assume he's going to have a Cynthia to start his turn, or at the very least a Zork. In Japan, Giratina Spell Tag won a big tournament? Yes. How come it hasn't had a really good showing for the rest of the world? I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Japan plays best of 1 format. Yeah, the Japanese tournament is best of 1 25-minute rounds all the way to the final. Yeah, all the way to the final. So that definitely affects how decks run and whatnot. And here's the thing. Giratina Spell Tag is really good in a GX environment, right? So against decks like Buzzwole, against decks like Blacephalon, etc. Yeah, but it's also a bit clunkier. Yeah, so White hasn't done that well. I mean, not many top players playing it. Not as refined lists. I don't know. I definitely felt that when I tested the concept, I definitely felt it was underwhelming. Yeah. What makes it such a good pick in a best of 1 format? I mean, nothing in particular other than I guess surprise factor at the tournament. I generally couldn't tell you 100%. Yeah, I generally couldn't tell you 100%. Okay, so finally we got a Lele for Cynthia. And yeah, the Onyx felt like a very bad answer to Zorg as well. There was a lot of Zork in that tournament, so honestly I wouldn't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Yeah. Yeah, I'll set up another Inkay. I do eventually need Inkays, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and Full Moon Star. And I'll attach to a Lunala. If Lunala can take down this puzzle, it's actually not terrible for us. Perhaps discarding the metal instead of the Ultra Necrozma would have been better. I mean, my opponent can just attach energy to a puzzle, retreat and knock out my Lunala, and then just completely set me back from everything I was trying to do before. Or he can just Guzma, knock out my Inkay. Yeah, that also works. That also works. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tribune. Yeah, a lot of healing also hurts Malamar Shrine. Yeah, Tribune on Shurish, that's right. Max potions and things like that definitely hurts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 energy. There's 10 energy played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, so I actually have knockout here. With a choice band, I have knockout. I just need a good Pokemon to attach this metal energy to. Which, I'll take the Ultra Necrozma, right? I don't have an Ultra Necrozma, never mind. I guess it's gonna be Lele then. I can't believe Lunala Prism is actually gonna knock out a Zork. This is actually so weird. And now, I mean, my opponent needs another Zork DC, which he hasn't played yet, right? It's okay, Tribune and Shurish. Joe Bernard, Omnipoke, he's a really awesome guy. If you're not subscribed to Omnipoke, go do that. He's a really awesome guy. No worries. That was such a weird turn. This is just wrong, right? Oh, please whiff, opponent. No, they never whiff. They never whiff. Please whiff DC. Please, please whiff DC. Please whiff DC. Please whiff DC. Stretchers. Another Zork. Uh-oh. If we actually win this game, it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna come down to my opponent playing a bad card in that deck like the puzzle. Please. I deserve him to whiff. I deserve him whiffing. What? We can't win a game with the Zero and Ninetale Zork. We dead draw with Malamar and then we end up winning thanks to Lunala Prism. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. You got dunked by Omnipoke in Game 3 at Worlds when you were X2. I'm sorry, Dalton. That sucks. But hey, look, your deck did really well here. How did we even win that game? I don't understand. I do not understand how we won that. We didn't draw anything, right? What is this? And Dalton, why is this deck so bad? No, it's not bad. It's just, it definitely doesn't draw ideally. Can be clunky. I'm very surprised at the 4-3 Malamar and no B-string though. Like I could understand 4-3 Malamar if you're playing like 3 B-strings. But no B-string and 4-3 Malamar and just one Rescue Stretcher, that just blows my mind. Okay, so apparently we're up against Registeel Delmice. A hard counter to Bramble, for sure. Okay, this is terrible because I want to play down the altar and I want to attach energy, but I also wish I could retreat and get the energy into a discard pile. What is this? Guys, this deck, as Dalton told us, warned us, this deck just does not draw well, right? It does not draw well. Okay. So now we're back to top deck mode. Energy on the Registeel. We're gonna see the Kuzma every time. We're gonna see the Kuzma every time. Wait, what? He promoted the Oranguru? What? Am I really just gonna copycat? I think I'm gonna use up the 2 switches. And we've drawn copycat at the worst possible times. My energy field hand was better than this. Oh my god. Hello, Ivan. Okay. I mean, we're still in it, I guess. I don't understand why you wouldn't attack with Registeel though. Okay, that's decent. I expect my opponent to be playing Shrine, right? So I'm not going to... Like, the discard there was a switch, not the altar. And we're back to bricking again. We are back to bricking. With a Psychic in the discard. Well, but final top 6 of Cynthia, and we see now that he is playing Scissor GX. Record number of Inkay on board, indeed. I mean, I have knockout on the Scyther, right? I should go for that. I have knockout on the Scyther. I guess no Shrine then. I guess no Shrine for my opponent. I will take this knockout. I mean, it's a prize card, right? Watch round stream at Roanoke after this. Dalton says if you want to see the deck run decently well, to watch the stream. Metal Frying Pan, okay. That's actually a pretty scary looking Registeel. Iron Hand. It's dealing 100 damage. There's the Altar of the Sun, removing weakness, which feels redundant. With the Metal Frying Pan, I think I would probably rather play the other stadium, the one that recovers. Okay, we'll grab the Cynthia. And we'll bench this friend, we'll attach a Choice Band, we'll get back the Malamar. We will play the stadium. I might honestly Tapu Cure this turn. If I can, I think I'm gonna Tapu Cure. Giratina doesn't seem great, however, here. If I get a Psychic, I'm gonna Tapu Cure, and I do. I'm definitely Tapu Curing. Because next turn, I knock his Registeel out. Should I Ultra Wall to thin? Yes, I should. I'll grab Inkay. And then it's Tapu Cure time. Okay. We are definitely improvising big time here, but it's working out because my opponent's not drawing well either. There's a Lily. At Roanoke, they were giving away 3 regional promo Professor Elm's lecture for 1 prize world tickets. Oh, wow. That's really cool. I did not realize Professor Elm's lecture was a regional promo. I definitely need to get me one of those. That's pretty cool, Alex. That's pretty cool. Wow. I would have taken that deal any day. I would have definitely done the same thing. I wish I had more Elms because I hate proxying cards. Hey, Purple Cliff. I hate proxying cards, but I only have 8 Elms. And I wish I had like 12 or 16. The full art Ultra Necrozma looks like the Winged Dragon of Ra. I don't know what that is, Paul. How are you doing, Jack? Hope you are recovering from all your ailments. It was nice that you were streaming yesterday. Ultra Necrozma has an answer to everything you expected to see. You had also been playing Ultra for 6 months. Yeah, that also factors in. Okay, we're up against White Kyurem. I'm gonna go ahead and discard the Giratina, which is what I'll probably be needing this matchup, right? It's gonna be a battle of the non-GXs. Do I want to get rid of a Guzma here though? No, I'll keep the Ultra Balls because they help in discarding Psychics. That's from Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I have no knowledge about Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, the metal can... Giratina can use a metal energy, so that's an okay energy to get, right? We probably won't be able to attack next turn though. Yeah, Giratina is 100% the attacker this game. Okay. I mean, it will take my opponent a little bit to set up as well, I hope. So that should be good news. That should be good news. Okay. So my bench is attached to bench and path. Oh, it's with Meganadel, in fact, not with Arceus. Interesting. So I definitely want to thin. Okay, so the Dawnwings could be good as a late game, like cleanup. No, I think I'll just get rid of it. Now I'll grab another Malamar, and then I think I'm gonna copycat here for 5. I'll take one less card. No, I'm gonna Cynthia. Never mind. I'm gonna Cynthia. There's a Psychic. There's a Psychic. Okay. Gonna discard the Psychic and the Lily, and we'll grab. I guess I should grab this guy, Lunala, and then I will go ahead and attach this. I will go ahead and Psychic Recharge, and I can't put him to sleep. Yeah, probably running Quagsire as well. Right? I thought about playing like an Aganadel Quagsire Shrine deck with this as an attacker as well. Could be decent, right? Could be decent. Okay, so Sophocles. Discard 2 to draw 4. Still not a big fan of Sophocles. Not the biggest offense. There's the Shrine, which we don't care about too much. Now I just need to find another Psychic, right? 7 left in the deck. Hello, Starmie's a Pokemon. We see a Fire to the active. Okay, so the thing here is we also need constant ways to retreat. Right? So either finding switches or having a Stadium Stick or having a one Pokemon thing, like a 1 retreat thing on the bench, which we can continually use to retreat. And that's where the 4th Inkay will come in, I believe. Okay, we'll take this for sure. So, okay. So I think I'm gonna keep the energy in my hand for now. And then, or should I? Is this getting knocked out? Probably not. Is this getting knocked out or not? Okay, I'll just hold. And I'll put the damage on the Giratina. Okay. Okay, we get another Psychic. We are happy with that. Professor and promos are 10 each. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so there's a Whooper. There's a Poipo. There's another blend, but onto a Poipo. That's very odd. I mean, with no Quagsire set up this turn, this White Kyurem is not attacking. So we're going to be 2 prizes ahead by the time my opponent attacks here. And I can choose to get rid of the Whooper, right? Getting rid of the Whooper will make him like stumble quite a bit, I hope. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Psychic Recharge onto the Inkay. That way, if or when the Giratina gets knocked out. Okay, I'll just put on the Malamar. Because Naganadels can KO Malamar anyways. Yeah, this should be good. This should be okay. Okay. So Nest Ball for another Whooper. Or not. Alex, thank you for the follow. That is surprising that you hadn't been following yet. I guess he can attack with Aqua Patches. But would you run Naganadel and Aqua Patches? That feels a little bit too much. Uses Jet Geyser. I don't mind that at all. I do not mind that at all. I'll just promote Tenkei and then retreat. Right? No reason to do anything else. I don't see how we lose this game at this point. Right? I don't see how we lose this game. Ultra Wall. There's the first Naganadel. I think my opponent has stumbled too much though. I don't see him coming back. I don't see him coming back at this point. No worries, Alex, it's okay. No worries. Yeah, I don't see how. I really don't see how. 3 prize ahead, the Giratina recycles itself. I think that's the biggest issue. Like if I was continually needing to find attackers, then that would be an issue, right? But that is just not the case here. That is simply not the case. So I'm gonna grab another Inkay. Yeah, and I'll bench it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and attach a metal to the Inkay. I'm gonna Lily for 2. Then I'll retreat. I'll promote the Giratina. I will Psychic Recharge onto the Inkay. And I'll keep the other energy in there. And then, I mean, he's gonna deal a lot of damage anyway, so I don't care about the damage being on me. Yeah. We're too far ahead at this point. We are too far ahead at this point for my opponent to do anything significant. Okay. And there's a victory. Yeah, I think knocking out that Whooper was super key, and my opponent was never going to be able to catch up at that point. So the deck definitely ran better, right? The deck definitely ran better. And so let's jump into a ladder again, one last time with this deck and see how well we do. We're up against another Zorak deck, I think. Because what other Dark type Pokemon, viable Dark type Pokemon is there out there? Sableye, I guess. Honchkrow, maybe. Weavile, perhaps. We'll see. We are going second, which is never good for Malamar. It's never good for any deck. There are some decks that have some pretty good turn 1 attacks, like Beacon or Jet Punch, where they don't mind too much going second. But you definitely rather go first when you are using Malamar, because the best attack you have is Hypnosis, and that's usually not going to be good enough. Okay, so this is Zoroark, I assume, with a Macargo, because we did see Fire. Colorless is the Ditto. We see a Zoroark. This is the Lily version, as we see the Great Ball. Right? This is the Lily version, as we do see a Great Ball, but we only see a Professor Kukui, not a turn 1 Lily, which is really good news, right? Really good news. And then we see the Unit Energy, which clearly indicates that we are going to be facing off against Weavile as well. So that's something to take into account here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Inkay, and then I will Acro. Ooh, for the metal, I think I'm gonna play it risky-ish here by discarding the Cynthia. That's like the risk. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Ultra Necrozma, because my opponent's start was also weak to an extent. I might lose the Inkay. I think I'm gonna have to be okay with that. Ooh, okay. So I will be able to set up another Inkay, which is great. Right? I can't set up a 4th Inkay because it's unfortunately priced. And I'm still gonna need a Choice Band to get a knockout next turn. So I'll save this to grab the Malamar for sure. So my opponent knocks out the Inkay presumably. I promote Inkay, attach Psychic to it. Oh no, I won't be able to get a knockout next turn. Right? So I might need back-to-back attacks actually. Yeah, I'm gonna need back-to-back attacks. And we get judged, okay. My opponent doesn't have Inkay KO yet, but he does have double trade, so he will find more basic Pokemon. Ooh, the switch. The switch is great. I wish I had checked to see if the Lele was in there. I'm hoping it will be. I hope the Lele is in there. If the Lele is in there, we have a pretty okay hand to get return KO on the Zorak. The Lele is not in there, however. Or we top deck a supporter, that would also be good. There's the Lele. So my opponent has knockout. He will grab the Elms for next turn, I presume. And there's a knockout on the Inkay. Okay, so let's hope that the Lele is in there. I should not be hoping, I should be knowing this. But I mean, even if it's not in there, wow. I mean, I need the switch, right? Yeah, I need the switch. Okay, the Lele is in there. So I'm gonna Lele for Copycat for 7. Awesome, so the Copycat will come into play quite nicely here. So I need Psychic plus. Well, I mean, I could wait. Okay, so here's my options. I need. Wow, I only have 4 psychics left. Yeah. I need a psychic and a choice band off of the copycats. I could also wait and I could then get Malamar plus switch plus choice band. Or Malamar switch plus energy. Maybe it's worth waiting. Maybe it's worth waiting actually. Because if I play the switch, I need a very specific copy of one of my 2 choice bands. Yeah, I think playing the switch actually limits me quite a bit. So I'm just gonna straight up copycat. And oof. I'm really glad I didn't play the switch. Okay, cool. So I'll discard this guy. And I'll discard the metal. Yeah, the metal. I'll grab another Malamar. Okay, so we played it out. We played to the maximum possible combination of cards to get a knockout here. And it ends up working out. You know? It actually ends up working out, which is pretty cool. We're gonna need a really good 2 prizes here. Though we do have Guzma, right? We do have Guzma to potentially take a return KO on something. So things are looking good. That was a pretty clutch turn. That was a pretty clutch turn. Getting the switch over the prizes is also pretty good. The altar is also pretty good. Guzma plus switch is insane though. Or is it? I mean, it guarantees we get another 2 prizes, right? How we're going to get the last 2, I don't know. But it guarantees we got 2 prizes. Okay, so we see the elms for triple Zorua and as Sneasel. Understandably, this Sneasel is a really good non-GX attacker. We're gonna see a trade. Oh, my dog was howling. She's so cute. She always starts to howl when the person who buys stuff from the streets. Yeah, this deck is all of a sudden going off on all cylinders indeed. And we have knockout on the Lele. I would love to knock out the active, but we can't. I can't even get a knockout with... I mean, with the Beast Energy, no. If the Beast Energy, if it didn't say basic Psychic, if the Beast Energy added 110, that would be insane. Then I would have knockout on the Zork. And there's a Rock Rub, okay. The issue is like, yes, we're off to a very strong start. And this Ultra Necrozma ends up being like super cost effective. But we're also like in a very, oh my god. Okay. We keep top decking incredibly good. Okay. I mean, I think the plan is to go after the Lele, right? Just get 2 more prizes. Get 2 more prizes. Hopefully one of them is a way to search for a Pokemon. I wish the Ultra Beast counted as a Psychic. Evan could try to judge me, or he could play his own stadium. Okay, so if I attach the Beast, I will have a free retreat option next turn, so all I would need to find would be Ultra Necrozma plus Metal Energy, right? Is that worth it? I think so. Well, no, because then I will also need Choice Band. I mean, I could also GX attack, because he has so many 60 HPers. Okay, so we'll play to that. So goodbye Beast Energy, which could have been useful, but we would have needed another switch as well. Okay, two arguably bad prizes, right? Especially the Kuzma. Because now I feel like our win condition is my opponent knocks out Ultra Necrozma, and our win condition is going to be somehow not like have him with evolution on on 2 of the 4 Pokemon he has in play. Okay, so we see the Cynthia, so he can whiff, right? He can whiff. There's one Zord, so he gets double traits. There's a Weavile, so never mind. Now we need him to not have another. I feel like even if he gets a Lycanroc, he probably won't evolve to conserve the ability option. But if he does find a Zord, he will go for it, right? To prevent that win condition. And there it is. So that win condition is gone, right? That win condition is completely gone. Sol wants to appear on stream right now. He wants to be a YouTube star. So we'll let her make her appearance for this final game. Okay, so my opponent decides to switch, which I think is a smart choice. Or rather retreat. Which I think is a smart choice. Gets a knockout. Well, it's a smart choice, but also not very smart. Because if I get knockout on the Weavile, then, ooh, there's the metal. I guess counter gain is a thing. Okay. I'm gonna Lily. Ugh. Well, that happened. Right. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to Psychic Recharge twice onto the Inkay. Because I might need triple Malamar to get my last prize card next turn. And I'll attach here. No, I can't win. If I don't get this knockout, I can't win. Yeah, I don't think I can win. Was my best play to knock out the Rockruff then? No. I need any Ultra Ball, any Mysterious Treasure. Well, I don't have Ultra Balls and I only have 2 Mysterious Treasures. Oh, so yeah, closing out this game is gonna be very tough. We see a trade. The only way I win now is if I top deck either Mysterious Treasure or if my opponent misplays and benches, right? 60 HP here. But the only way I win here is if I top deck Mysterious Treasure or Ultra Necrozma so I can Kuzma KO. My opponent could choose to knock out a Malamar this turn rather than the Lele. He might be very tempted to just get the 2 prizes off of the Lele. He does need a Choice Vendora Kukui to pull that off. We're going to see a Pulpad. If you see a Kukui put back and then a Lele drop, that could mean he's going to go for the greedy Lele, which immediately opens up our win condition. There's a Kukui, there's a Kuzma. We have 3 cards we can top deck. 4 cards, because we're running 3 Ultra Necrozmas, right? So 2 Ultra Necrozmas, 2 Mysterious Treasures. And there's a Rockruff. Energy to Rockruff. If he needs to evolve to protect that energy. Okay. Field Blower, that's fine. If he doesn't evolve, he misplayed. Big time. He needs to protect the energy and also not give me the GX attack win condition. But he doesn't. Okay, so we can still win. If we top deck any of those cards, we immediately win. If we find them off of Cynthia, we immediately win. So here goes nothing. That is an out. Those are not cards we want to see here. Okay, so it all comes down to the randomness of Cynthia. Can we get the combination of Metal Energy plus Ultra Necrozma? No, we cannot. And therefore, we lose the game. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. I would have loved to get the win with the Ultra NECROZMA GX move. That would have been insane. Because my opponent clearly did not expect this. Yeah, he clearly did not expect that. I mean, he obviously has a Kuzma, right? He put it back and he's gonna have more than one. So, sure, I'll put him to sleep. So close to keeping up the streak. It would have been really cool to win that way. I can GX, I definitely can GX Augusto. The GX attack from Ultra NECROZMA says if the combination of prize cards is 6 or less. I have not used my GX attack and the combination of prize cards is 6 or less. Therefore, I would have 100% been able to win with Ultra NECROZMA's GX attack. Yeah, which is something not many people remember about, right? Clearly my opponent did not remember that either. Purely because he ended up benching that Rockruff, which opened up the win condition, right? If he doesn't bench the Rockruff, I have a 0% chance to win. Once he benched the Rockruff, I had a decent chance to win. I just needed the right combination of cards. Yeah. So quite close. Quite close, but not quite. GG. If my opponent watches the video afterwards for whatever reason, then maybe he'll know. Or he'll find out that he actually kind of misplayed and he put himself in a situation where he almost lost the match simply by benching an extra Rockruff. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that will be all for me today. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching live with me on Twitch, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back tomorrow, I believe, for more streaming action, so look forward to that. I'm very happy and excited to be back in streaming. Tomorrow I will probably end up featuring a couple more top 8 decks from Roanoke, and then by Thursday or Friday I'll be